certifiably, undeniably stupid.
Comes out of a beer tap.
I drink McCafe like a dumb white girl.
Hey, that stuff is delicious.
It is. It's so good.
Yeah. All right. Well,
shit
we're
straight.
gonna get this thing started. Welcome to the Entertaining Stupid Podcast, the second season, as I'm calling it. We're finally back from our long ass break. My name is Jayson, and with me today is
Sylvan.
Christian.
I've evolved to Matt.
Oh, have you?
Just Matt.
What? Just
EB.
God.
Is that
Got you guys.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Okay.
Got him.
Okay.
Got him.
Now I want to quickly just start this off because I just had something weird happen to me a couple of days ago.
Oh, who touched you?
Well, no, that's a different story.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've been catching up with a lot of people since I haven't been in town for a while. And I was hanging out with this girl a couple of days ago.
Oh, there it is.
And I was over at her place, and she made us a nice cup of tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a
Wait,
code
is
word
this-
for something?
Wait,
No.
Wait,
This is
Kate,
actual
Is
tea.
this the girl we talked about in Frontier?
Oh no. This is something
Okay.
different. This is something different. Okay, and she made me a cup of tea, and it was it was nice catching up with her. I finished my cup of tea, and she did hers too, and she's like, oh, do you want a second cup? I'm like, sure. Well, because I'm staying a little bit longer. Whatever.
Caffeinated or not?
This just sounds like everything like sex.
It sounds like a code word for
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
It's just
I
it was
finished,
just-
she finished, and then
just-
you
I
want to
was
go for a
just having
second round?
tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
I was
what? I
like-
was taking this at face value. I just want to listen to the
Okay, I'm
next
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry
Okay,
for
now
it's funny.
now Sylvan, you're an avid tea drinker, right?
You could say. Sure,
Okay,
why not?
okay.
Tea
Now
bags.
when you go and make yourself a second cup of tea, do you reuse the same tea bag?
No.
No.
I mean,
I like my tea
it
strong.
depends.
So
So, like, if you just want a little bit more flavor, and maybe you're just in for the hot water, but if you want a little bit of caffeine with it, you gotta get a new bag.
Yeah. No, I'm totally behind you guys. She, the monster that she is, reused the same tea bags. I'm like, I don't want secondhand like tea, right? Like,
You know, it would make even more sense if you had a little bit left, and then you just pour more water. Like, even then, I could defend that more.
no,
than-
she we
I know.
drank it all, and then
yeah,
she
yeah.
had the tea bags. You
Yeah.
sit aside on the little saucer or whatever,
Yeah.
and you let that sit because
Yeah.
it's gross and wet and,
Yeah.
and disgusting, and that thing sort of like dries out, right? And then she goes and reuses them to make a second cup, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you?
It'd be really bitchy too if she like swapped them by accident. You're like, what the fuck?
So
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of weird.
it's like your second cup was basically like a distant memory of tea.
Yeah, it was watered down tea, tea
Do
light.
you know what it's like? It's like when you're a kid and you're involved in some activity and you come home and everyone's eating supper, like, or your dad or your mom's just finishing up, and then you're like, oh, I need to make a plate. They're like, here, I'm just done with my plate. You can use mine. And it's still
Yeah,
got like
I'd be
food
pretty
on it.
pissed
You're like,
off.
no, I'm good. I'll get my own plate.
Yeah,
Brand
and
new
like,
one.
Like I said, I think the only way you can defend it is if you have the bag already in your cup, and you already have some tea left, and you just want to add a little more hot water to it. That's the only way I could defend it.
it's still wrong. Like you wouldn't
but-
go make yourself a pot of coffee with the filter and everything like that, and then
But
decide.
my first
I
question
want-
is, why didn't she just put it in the kettle to begin with, and then it's just all there?
What kind of
Oh,
a lawless society
I have
do you
never
live
even
in?
thought of that. Is that a fire hazard?
Well, no. Sorry. You boil the water. You put it into a teapot. You put the tea
See,
bags in the
that's thing.
teapot. My
Most
apologies.
people
That's what I
don't
meant.
have tea
I-
pots.
Yeah. So
Oh.
she didn't have a teapot.
No.
I have an
she did
electric
not.
kettle.
See, this makes more
same
sense
with me.
now.
Yeah.
Because my mom will sometimes put it into a teapot, and then you have tea for everyone.
Like my understanding from
Might
this is
try that.
it's like
Don't put your tea bag in your electric kettle.
Why not?
because
No,
if
no,
you
no.
have the burner on the inside, it kind of
No, but
not really.
he would take it off and then leave it and then put the bag in, right? You wouldn't just let it boil with the bag in it.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, no, you wouldn't want to do that.
No.
That's
Okay.
not-
because if you somehow rupture that bag, then you got loose tea everywhere, and
You'd
it's,
be going up to Brett. Brett, I'm kind of retarded. I burned the house down.
Yeah, he actually asked me one day. He's like, because I made 2 cups of tea, and he's like, wait, you don't reuse the tea bags? I'm like, what? No. I once worked with a girl who used the same tea bag for 3 days.
what?
And I was like, get a load of this girl using the same tea bag for 3 days. And she's like, and this whoever I was talking to was like, yeah, I'd do that sometimes.
Like
I'm
I understand being frugal to a point, but like tea bags are like what 80 cents a bag
Well, I
or
buy
something
that.
like
I
that.
drink that sleepy time tea at night. and it's like
I've never heard of that before.
what? It's like got the bear with the radio beside it on the table.
never
And it's
heard
got
it.
biscuits. What the fuck? Anyway, it is what it is. I can't remember what the company's called, but you pay like $3.50 for a case, but you got like
Hundreds?
not hundreds, but you got like 25 tea bags in there, and to imagine that you can reuse them is a pretty shitty business plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like my thinking about this is it's just like if we moved on to coffee or something like that, right? You make a pot of coffee, you don't reuse the same grounds and the same filter.
I think even a better like definition. I think the more I think about it, the more I think you're right. It's almost like you have a Keurig and you keep the same pod in, and then you reuse the pod, and you're like, why the fuck would you reuse the pod? There's no flavor in it.
Keeping it for 3 days, that'd
Yeah.
be like the LaCroix.
That's just cheap, man.
What does that mean?
LaCroix?
LaCroix. I'm French.
It's
Oh, I know what that
it's-
is. I just didn't know what the expression was. I thought-
Yeah, like the distant taste of raspberries, maybe watered down.
That's always felt how like remember that weird boom like in the late 2000s when flavored water became
it's
it's
still
still
kind
a
of a
thing.
thing.
yeah,
hate
but when it
flavored
first
water.
came out, there was like the
I hate
lemon, and the
flavored water.
strawberry, and the
Can't drink it.
raspberry.
Yeah.
It was just like it was like there was juice in there
So
before.
gross. It's so gross.
Yeah.
I hate flavored water.
It just
It's disgusting.
It tasted like there's something used to be.
I hate it when anything with like a red label at the top, like a. I always think it's flavored water. I'm like, fuck that. I'm never drinking it. But then it just turns to be normal.
All right.
What does that mean in English?
What?
This one.
Glacial
The source?
spring water.
It's spring water. It's water from the source.
Glacier water. You fucking idiot.
Not
Lost in translation, man.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Okay. I'm just happy that you guys all agree and that this girl is a monster. All right.
Are you gonna see her again?
I mean, we're kind of friends, yeah, but like she doesn't listen to this.
Now what you need to do is
Yet.
invite her over
not
for
much of a-
coffee
she's my-
and do the same thing like Christian just said. Reuse the same grounds and say, "Is that all I have?"
That's what Sil said, I think.
Yeah, oh, sorry, still, yeah.
But that'd be really funny. Do it in front of her, like purposely in front of her.
just stare at Danny in the eyes. You know what this is.
No, don't even just like go to if you're in the living room, there's a coffee table. Just take it and make it so she's watching you do it, and just look at her face once in a while to see if she's like flinching or making a move.
Okay, all right. The second thing I wanted to move on to was, it's the middle of winter, right? It's cold outside.
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not so bad here, but in the far east of Canada, there's this mythical and mystical place known as Newfoundland.
Mm-hmm.
It's in St. John's, the capital of that place.
I've
Just
heard
got
of it.
they just
like
got
3 feet of snow or something like that.
yeah
Oh
yeah
yeah.
they
I saw
shut
some
down.
time lapse.
Huh.
They had to
That's
shut
pretty cool.
down the city, like the roads. They couldn't like dig out the roads for a couple of days. The airport was shut down for a couple more, and like it was just an emergency case. No one's allowed in or out, essentially, right? I think the army got called in to go help shovel the snow.
They did,
so.
yep.
My question about that is that 9 months from now, how many kids are going to be born in that city?
Oh, that's fair. I was actually really when you were discussing this and like now everyone's stuck at home, got nothing to do. My brain went to Netflix. That's honestly, I was like, yeah,
And
if that was
chill.
me, I'd catch up
That'd
on
be
Homeland.
shitty though. Like if you got sick or someone had a heart attack or something, you're fucked. Like there's no way you're gonna make it.
Yeah, you'd be dead. But I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else is there to do in the middle of winter when you're stuck at home? You just shack up and.
I guess so. Assuming that condoms are out of the question.
Or if you're single, you finally dive in and you pay for the Pornhub subscription.
You don't have one?
Mm-mm.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I was
I
gonna
mean-
actually ask you what that's
Hey.
like.
I don't know.
I think Dan's probably the only one that would know.
Does he actually have one?
I don't know. He keeps
No.
joking about
No,
it.
he doesn't.
just keeps joking about it. But
But
like,
I feel like
down.
everyone in this world jokes about it, but someone's
I don't
got
know
it.
what he
Somebody
does.
has to, but like, there's so much free porn. Why would you
Yeah.
ever pay for
You'd
it?
have to be so bored of it that you're like, I want something new.
there's got to be like they have like exclusives on there that
Yeah, like,
are behind the paywall.
Like,
but
you
like,
just get so
fuck
fucked
it.
where Pornhub's just like, hey, come here.
I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing funnier than seeing like a 15-year-old wearing a black Pornhub shirt and you just like start laughing. He's just got a Pornhub shirt.
Oh, that'd be so.
hilarious.
You know what? That'd be a hilarious challenge. If we got two Pornhub shirts and whoever walks through Center Mall the longest without feeling shame,
Oh no!
wearing,
Well,
a,
let's
wearing
let's
a
let's
Pornhub shirt.
I
let's-
win. I have no
You
shame.
have to
Yeah,
to
you
do
say that
no.
now.
You have to like trolls. Like you'd have to
No,
do
no,
a better.
no, no,
troll.
You'd have to try to hit
like,
on women or
You'd
something.
have to no. It'd be like you'd have to go like to like a rally or something like that.
A
Or
rally? What do you mean?
Pornhub, like a women's rally or something like
Oh
that.
no!
or-
You're just waiting
or-
to get killed.
Or you could go to like a retreat, like a church retreat somewhere.
Oh,
That's a lot of
that's a
logistics.
challenge though. That's a challenge.
That's-
It's easier than a center
That's
mall.
like that's
I
where you
like-
got to get paid for.
Not that
that.
there's anything wrong with women's rights rallies, and I can
Why
understand
would
why
there
they'd be
be
offended.
anything wrong with it?
I don't know. Maybe people take it
No,
the wrong
fuck
way.
them.
The one listener,
Honestly,
the one listener might get offended.
Yeah.
So.
But like, there's been scenarios and stuff like that where like down in the States where they get hit by heavy snowstorms or like natural disasters and stuff like that where they
wait, we're just breezing over this whole Pornhub T-shirt contest. This sounds like awesome.
Okay. Well, let's focus on this.
Wait, can you
Focus on
actually
that.
buy those T-shirts?
Yes, you can buy those. You can buy those T-shirts.
They have a store.
Yes. I say.
You can
I
just
say.
order it on Etsy or
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh.
we can get it straight from the source, man.
I want
We
Riel
can
to
sh-
watch through this.
No,
cinema
that's
with that
what
on.
we'll do. We'll all grab Pornhub T-shirts and let's just go down to the bar and
Bar.
let's try and grab some numbers.
I think
with our-
honestly,
with
yeah,
our
that or
Pornhub
the
shirts?
mall. The mall will be so funny because you're just like in the public and it's like who the. Because I feel like if you go to a bar, it's like, oh, okay, this guy's like But if
this guy
someone's
fucks.
if somebody like if you show up at a mall with that shirt on, it's almost like is he wearing that ironically? I don't think so.
Okay. Full points if you get a picture with Santa with
So
that
it just
shirt.
has to be in December.
It could be anything.
Anyway, all right, continue. What we're
Okay,
gonna
so like there's this like people just like post like lonely ads up on the internet
really?
when there's like being snowed in and stuff like that.
So round.
And like I don't know, it was just a weird thing that passed through my mind when I saw that snowfall video, and yeah, just people shacking up in the middle of winter because I guess there's nothing else to do in the middle of butt fuck nowhere but the fuck.
See, you have to already have somebody to shack up with. Like, no one's leaving their house
Yeah.
in that blizzard to go and find somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a special kind of desperate for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that is true.
but you never know. There's probably someone who did that.
Oh yeah, probably.
I'm just saying, a lot of kids are gonna be born 9 months from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on from the middle of winter because winter is depressing and like
Yes.
it's disgusting. Maddie,
Yep.
you just came back from Palm Springs.
Yeah, and before that, Vegas. Yeah,
How was that?
it was excellent.
Tell us all the stories.
Okay, well, which one do you want to start
Especially
with?
at
Do you
the
want to start
scenes.
with Vegas or do you want to
Start
start
with
with
Vegas.
Okay. So I've never been to Vegas before. And it's quite the experience, let me just tell you. And it is like everything they say, Vegas never sleeps. It's literally got like I always like to like when I tell people now, it's like literally got like the 7 deadly sins, like lust,
That's the only one you-
greed and all that stuff. Like I can only think of one: lust, yeah, no, greed and all that stuff. It's all that, but it's freaking awesome. So the first time we get there, and you're just ready to party. I think we got there. We left at 5:00 our time, Saskatchewan time, Canada time. Got there Pacific time at 6:00, so we pretty much only lost an hour. And we get there, and you go sign in, and then immediately we go to Margaritaville, and then we get some beers, and we just start partying, and we get some food. I didn't know this. Side note, I didn't know this, but in America, you do not split bills. It all comes in one bill. You cannot get you have to ask for it at the start before
Was
you
this
get
America
your
or just Vegas?
No, in America.
Wait, we got split bills when we went to California.
Yeah, see, no. I can understand where he's
In-
coming
in
from.
restaurants, yeah.
No. In
Yeah.
Vegas primarily because
Oh,
there's always
even in
groups.
California, like when we all went anywhere, it was
Really?
no splitting.
No,
Yeah,
because me and Christian had split bills all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because normally you have to ask for it to get split first before they split it. So the first place we're at, we're like, well, can we split this? Because we all had just Visa and stuff like that. And she was so pissed off at us because we had to split the bills. So we got that all sorted out. And we just
How do you know
went,
she was mad?
oh, she was furious. Like
She
She
yelled
was-
at you?
no,
Right.
but you could tell in her face. Like,
She
it
was just like swinging
she's like,
over
you gotta
the
be
top
fucking
of the
kidding.
guys.
It was like,
Oh
you
my
gotta be
God.
fucking kidding me.
She's like,
Like,
you see these nails? I just got them done. I'm gonna stick you in your pee hole.
so we go there, and then we drink, we have a good time, and then we just start cruising around the strip. And there is some great stuff happening on the strip. It's just funny. Like there's every
Like what, Matthew?
every block there's a guy saying, "Hey, you want to see some titties?" And I can take you somewhere. You get a limo ride, this and all that for $40, and then you get to see tits, and then I'll drop you back home later. That's all it is. Every 2 blocks, or not even every 2 feet.
I just
Sorry.
just imagine you walking up. Oh God, I love titties.
And then we went to Walgreens. We went into Walgreens because you can just buy beer like anywhere, right? And you can bring it with you anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. You can just bring the beer with you and drink it.
Oh yeah.
It's easily public intoxication, no problem. Like you can just keep doing it. So we're drinking and drinking and drinking. And then we go and play some blackjack. Lose my money on that. Not all my money, just some money. Okay, lost
Turns
40
out Matt's
bucks.
bankrupt now.
Lost
Oh.
$60. I actually ended up
On roulette?
on
Blackjack. Oh,
blackjack.
blackjack.
Yeah, because we were playing like $15 hands, so it went by pretty quick.
4 hands later.
Yeah,
How did you do with that?
I made it all back. And
No,
more
were you
because
nervous
it
when
was
you were
in five.
playing?
No, I was learning.
Was it?
I didn't know anything. Like they teach you how to do it too.
Oh,
like, when
okay.
you're at the tables.
Because I got super nervous and
Oh,
I couldn't.
no.
I could barely add.
They were pretty chill. Like especially if you're like, there was like I think 7 of us on the trip, so 5 of us were at a table, so we had the whole table.
Oh,
okay.
So it's
yeah.
really relaxing. Or even if you have 2 more people with you, it's a lot more relaxing because you have 2 other people playing with you.
As long as you have more people to play with,
Yeah.
because like
It once you learn what to do, all you're trying to do is get at least 16 or higher. Because the odds are they have to get up to 17.
not always, because
Yeah.
if
But
you have a
when we were playing,
Yeah.
So
If you have a-
the dealer is trying to get to 17 because then that's their bust limit. Like they can't go over that because then they'll bust. It's the odds are not
Yeah.
like they won't win, right? So it just depends on the card, like you said.
Yeah.
If they had an ace, they could use it as a 1 or whatever. So
well,
they keep going.
all I want to say is it all depends on who's at the table,
Yeah.
because I've played blackjack with 2 other strangers, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I meant the dealer, not
Yeah,
the,
no, I played with two other strangers, and
Mm-hmm.
the 3 of us had a general understanding that it's not like individually against the house.
No, it's
3 of us.
Exactly. It is
against the house.
It is. Yeah.
And like there are times where I would hold on a 7.
Yeah, no, especially you have to see what they have first, right? Too like when they flop their card first, you're like, okay, well then there's a good chance that, or when they do their flop, you're like, okay, well based on that, I'm gonna either stay on a 7 or this or that. It just depends where you are.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of times where I've just been playing like.
Oh, I've
ass
won.
and
I've
busting.
won on 6. Yeah, you can win.
I've lost like a crap ton of money, but the guy sitting next to me was like, "You're staying here," and he just kept handing
Yeah.
me money
because it's
play.
just the odds, right? Because of
It
the amount
also
of cards.
depends on where you are sitting at the table.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if you are one of the first players, the rest of the table is gonna want you to do what Jayson did.
yeah. No, exactly.
Like,
if you're at the start, you got to keep going, and then you try to stay, like you said. Like
Yeah.
if it's a low number, you stay, because then the odds are that maybe that 10 can go to the person who has an
Exactly.
11 right now, right, or whatever. So
Yeah, so like people were just handing me money. I was like,
Yeah.
"Cool, I'm
yeah,
gonna stay here."
that's what you're trying to do because you're trying to
Jason's the
fuck them over.
sacrificial lamb.
But yeah, anyway, so we did that, and then we ended up at a blackjack at a Casino Royale where it's $5 tables, so it was a lot easier to manage and you could keep playing. And they just come around and they just give you drinks. What do you want? What do you want? And they're coming every 5 minutes. What do you want? So you're just getting fucked like off these drinks, and all you do is tip them a $1 chip, and then you just keep getting drinks. It's not free, but it's $1. And they closed at 4 o'clock.
Do you
so
flick it to them?
we were there till 4 o'clock.
Get yourself something nice.
No. I'm not that cool.
Stick it down their shirt.
I'm not that cool.
Oh shit! That was my $100 chip.
Yeah,
but-
I have that back? Oh shit!
That was my car keys. I need those.
But we get done. We get like it closes right at 4 o'clock. So it closed.
In the afternoon?
No, in the morning.
You were there till 4 in the morning?
Oh yeah.
You animal.
And then it was me and our friend. We were walking back, and he wanted In-N-Out really bad, but he was so fucked. And we were just this is our first night, right?
Oh, you mean? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So our first night. So we don't really know where we are. We just kind of know how to get back just based on memory. And we missed In-N-Out. And he's like, I want In-N-Out. And I'm like, I don't know where In-N-Out is. And then we walk by this guy. And he's just like, hey, you want to see some tits? No, I want In-N-Out. So the guy goes he's like, it's back that way. Oh, fuck. And I'm like, no, we're not going back. We're not going back.
Hey, you
And
know
then all
what?
of a sudden, it just hits his face. He's like, I gotta puke. And I'm like, oh no. And he just runs. We run into our hotel. Like, we're in the casino part, though. And we just run into the hotel. And he just yaks in the garbage can. Like, just pukes everywhere in the garbage can. And he's spitting. And this jacked security guard. This guy is thick. This guy's got the biggest arms.
2 C's.
And he's black, so he's fucking huge. And he comes up, he's like, hey man, your boy all right? yeah, yeah, he's fine. I'll get him to his room, I promise. Yeah, no worries, man. This happens all the time. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I thought we were going to get shit.
No.
Vegas.
I
Like,
thought we
of
were
course
going
it
to get
happens
shit.
all the time.
Hey
And
man,
then
is that your friend?
Literally, we were walking to our room, and there's a diner there, and we just happened to see his brothers. And then he's completely normal again.
He threw up. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
so you didn't get In-N-Out?
No, we never
See,
even got
that
in
that
and
is a
out.
shame. Christian and I
Yeah.
had In-N-Out, and it was honestly probably
We
the
did have
best meal.
we did
It
have
was
Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A is awesome.
Chick-fil-A?
Okay, that Chick-fil-A, that is like the craziest story to me still. When we were in LA, and we left the Thursday, I think. So if Wednesday night we went to Chick-fil-A. We walked there because there's one near our place.
It's packed, right?
Yeah, but no, we showed up, sat down. All of a sudden we turn around and it's lined up outside the door.
Yeah. No, that's Chick-fil-A, man.
And it's strange because like you think Chick-fil-A fast food like a Popeyes or a Wendy's or something like that, right? We order our food, they give us this plastic cone. I'm like, what's this for? And he's like, well, let's just sit down. We'll figure it out later. And they have a guy who grabs the food and then walks out to your table for you and sets it down, grabs the cone, and then you guys have a nice meal and walks away. And I was like, this is really, really fancy for fast food.
Yeah. I've never seen a fast food place lined up outside the door except for Taco Bell the first day it opened.
Yeah, and then everyone
And then we got
realizes-
4 of them, so nobody cares anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways,
Anyway,
Vegas.
well, actually, and then I forgot to mention, midway through, because we were walking the strip the first night, there was one of those guys, again, like, trying to sell, like, the strip club, right? And he goes, hey, man, do you guys want to go see some tits? No, man, we're all good. Everyone's already offered this. Said, well, I can offer you something better. Well, and I go,
What,
what's
bigger
that?
nipples?
No, I go, what's that? I'll let you shit in a midget's mouth for $250. And I'm like, $250? What a deal. He's like, yeah, you want in? I'm like, fuck no. And he got mad. It was so funny.
Holy shit.
But that was a really fun time. And then it's crazy. Like, there's so many, like,
Okay,
it's just so
I
crazy.
just gotta ask, what casino did you guys stay at?
Flamingo.
Flamingo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
was
think I
good.
asked that before. Is that way the fuck down?
No, it's in the middle of the strip. It's kind of across from, like, Caesars and stuff like that.
Oh, so it's by
Yeah.
Cosmopolitan.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's in the
That's
main
where
part.
I wanna
It's
stay
like in the
next
heart of
time.
the strip, but it's awesome. I think a funnier story though was actually going to Palm Springs. So we're going to Palm Springs, and we fly out. We have to get to the airport for 4:30 in the morning to take our flight to Calgary first, because we're taking a flight to Calgary, then direct from Calgary to Palm Springs.
Wait, into Palm Springs or LAX?
No, Palm Springs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And so we get to Calgary, and I gotta go to the bathroom. I have to take a dump.
Yes.
And
yes.
my girlfriend and her family are at the restaurant, and the bathroom's right beside it.
Sorry, is this in Calgary?
Yeah, in the Calgary airport.
Okay.
So we're like it's a 3-hour layover, I think. So they're in the restaurant ordering breakfast. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and obviously there's the women's on the left and the men's on the right.
Okay.
So I go in the right, and I start like do my thing, and then I just hear this person beside me, and they work at the airport, obviously. And they have a walkie-talkie, and they turn it off, so it's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah. I need help, blah, 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 blah. And then it's a lady talking the entire time. I'm like, what the fuck? So I finish my stuff, I go out and I wash my hands, and then so no, wait. So someone comes walking out of the stall after, and it's a lady, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked at her for a second, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. And then she looked at me, and I'm like, she's like, am I in the wrong bathroom? I'm like, I don't know. And I look, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong bathroom. So I was in the ladies' bathroom the entire time.
You took a shit in the ladies' bathroom at the Calgary airport.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
then
way
I
to
come-
get on the,
I just
on the
started
blacklist
laughing.
for
I'm like,
fine.
oh, for fuck's sake. And she just laughed. Hey, she thought it was funny. I'm like, oh, I'm such a fucking
I know a
idiot.
good never have I ever. Never ever.
So
Never have I ever taken a
and I
shit
didn't
in the
think
ladies' bathroom
yeah,
in the Calgary
for some
airport.
reason, I was just daydreaming because like it's a 2-part bathroom.
Yeah.
So I just thought because normally the men's is on the right side. And
We always look for a sign.
Well-
Look for urinals.
Yeah, if there's
but
one
I didn't know that there was a. I know, but the thing is this too. I didn't see that there was something further down. I was just like, oh, that has to be it. I just assumed. But yeah,
Oh
no,
my.
and then I'm like, yeah, I didn't even think of the urinals because I was
Okay,
just like so focused
Please
on
tell
going
me
to the bathroom.
something. What did you do when you met up with Ashley after you went to the bathroom?
Oh, I told them all, and they all started laughing their ass off and pointing at me and laughing.
Pointing at
Yeah,
you?
they're like, yeah. And then Ashley was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so embarrassed."
Did you tell her that you took a shit specifically?
Oh yeah, they knew I was taking the dump. Yeah, They knew I was taking a crap.
Nobody
man.
takes a piss for 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh, that's so. You just got up from the table. All right, guys, I gotta take a crunch. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
So it was a really good way to start the freaking trip, but it was pretty funny. But then going down there, it's pretty awesome. Like you truly get to see that part of the States, like where it's actually cheap instead of.
Oh, wait, we're talking about Palm Springs now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna go like actually into like what I did in Palm Springs. Like no one cares about that. It's boring. But just seeing how expensive Vegas is compared to like what normal prices are in the States. When you go to Costco, for example, 24 pack of Michelob Ultra, which is like $50 here, is $17. And then their Texas Mickey of their Kirkland vodka is $12.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome.
We got some pretty cheap booze when
Yeah.
we were in LA.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, we got I think like 12 pack of mixed Corona for like $15
Oh,
or
mix like
something.
a Mexican mix pack. For,
Yeah.
Was it 12 or is it 20? No, it must have been 12.
It's
I think it was
yeah,
for
it's
12.
less than like almost $1 per
Did you
bottle.
get schmammered at all when you were down there?
In Palm?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay.
That
But
is
no
it,
one
that's
else
it?
did. They were all like, you gotta get fucked up on the first day. I'm like, okay, so I got fucked up, and no one
Nobody
else got fucked up. But I'm not like I didn't get like fucking schmammered. I just
You didn't get Vegas schmammered.
yeah. Well, Vegas schmammered is pretty. The sad part is too when you're in Vegas. It's sad when you feel better when you have a beer. That's really sad in the morning. Like you pop a beer and you're like, I feel so much better because you feel like
That's
shit.
Vegas,
Yeah,
man.
because
Yeah.
a hangover is withdrawal.
Well, yeah, and then
So-
it was at the Golden Knights game. We went to the Vegas Golden Knights game. It was $16 for a can of beer there.
Yeah.
It's a tall boy though, but it's
still
No,
stadium prices.
it's
US dollars, right?
Yeah, US dollars.
So you add
And
on
then
30%.
It's $19
That's the
dollars
apocalypse
for
right there.
tap stuff on tap there.
So
at the
for a
game.
pint,
yeah, it's not even a pint.
It's
I
not-
think it's
okay,
like
so-
12 ounces.
okay, 12 ounces for $19 American. You're paying 26, 27 Canadian.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Not that much.
It's about
Yeah,
30%
no, it's
more.
it's point. Yeah, it's like 3.3 more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, see, we decided when Christian and I were in LA, we just decided to grab booze from the Walmart.
Yep.
Those places, man, like the Golden Knights game and Disneyland and Universal are probably like the safest places in the world.
They
Besides
are.
like an airport, because they don't fuck around. They have those, they have the scanners with metal detectors. You have to take everything out of your pockets. They have security guards everywhere, even at the hockey game, checking and making sure you have nothing because they don't fuck around.
Hey, so Matt, tell us something. When you went to Disney, how many rides did you go on?
One.
Oh!
He went on one ride.
I only wanted to go on one ride though.
Was it the Star Wars?
No, I went on. We went on Pirates of the Caribbean.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
You know why though? Because we went there and it was already packed in there. It was really super busy actually. I can't believe how busy it was. We had the chance of either going Monday or Thursday. If we went Thursday, we wouldn't have even gotten in the park because that's when they open the Rise of the Resistance
Oh yeah.
ride. So we just went there and everything was packed. We couldn't even. I didn't even know this, but you have to build your own lightsaber. You have to book online.
For that one, yeah,
Yeah.
That like 200 some buck one.
Yeah. So we were gonna do it, but then you couldn't do it, and I just wanted to walk around. I've done all the rides at Disney World before, so
You
I mean,
didn't get to ride
so
the
have
Falcon?
I.
the only one that's different is the Falcon. That's
Yeah.
I've done every other ride, so I was like, okay,
I
I'm
mean,
cool
like
with it.
so have Christian and I, but we went on every ride.
Yeah, but-
and then a couple
but
of them several
I'm
more
with
times.
I'm with 4 other people that don't want to do rides too. So.
all right. So the
But-
next time you go down, you're going down with me and Christian.
Yeah. Like I'm down to do rides, but like that. If I'm being honest with you, the whole point of me going there was just to check. I wanted to see Galaxy's Edge. That's the only thing I really wanted
Dude,
to
that
see.
Falcon ride though. Oh,
So
the first time we got
Yeah.
in to the Falcon, he got pilot, I got co-pilot,
Yeah.
and then you have that Hondo Anaka who comes on the screen and he tells you to. Did he say punch it? Did he say go to hyper? He says go to hyper.
yeah.
Just punch it, and then the hyperspace lever is right there,
Cool.
and the
That's
co-pilot
pretty
gets to do it, and just the feeling of just doing that.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Oh man,
But-
it's so sick.
Like I said, like I went there, I wanted to see it. Like that's all I really cared about. And sure, I mean, maybe I missed out on the ride, but I was in just paradise
Yeah.
seeing it all. It looks so cool.
You saw it, but you didn't experience it, Matt.
Oh,
There's
I
a
did. Like
difference.
you experience it when you're in that world. Like that world is awesome.
I heard for that Rise of the Resistance, you had to book online.
Yeah.
You do.
Opening
When
day or
opening
It-
day, yeah.
it's- you have
So
to-
that
No,
part,
it's for the next 2 months or
Yeah,
something
no.
like that.
Like we walked by the entrance.
was
Like,
that when you go towards Frontierland?
Yeah, because like we were sitting there like this looks like an entrance ride, but like what is it? And I thought it was like a patio or something like that. But like no. You pointed out that there were the line
Yeah.
mazes in there. It's like it's probably a new ride.
And when I went in just to Doc's Ondar, which is like their store,
Yep.
That was so cool too. Like you're like seeing all that stuff. It's awesome. It was so cool.
I think Christian and I were.
That was the whole point. I just wanted to see it. And that's all I needed to see because Disneyland is. If I'm being honest, I'd rather go to Disney World.
Oh yeah.
World's way easier to get in and out of. I like it better.
Is it? Oh yeah, because guess what? They drove.
Oh
Yeah.
right.
That's why.
Well, we're in Palm Springs too, right? So
So they had to drive.
and that's the main reason.
Tell Jason how long it took for you to find a parking spot.
Oh well, it didn't take us to find. It was to get into
Yeah,
the
that's what I
parkade.
mean, the
Oh
whole-
yeah, took an hour.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then so that plus that, so we were trying to leave early so that we could get back before traffic. I think we were stuck in traffic for to drive back was 2.5 hours.
To hear that,
Yeah.
I'm kind like at first I was like,
Yeah.
man, we're
No.
spending a lot of money on Uber
If-
and stuff like that.
yeah.
But it's totally worth it.
No, but also too, like if we didn't want to get back at a decent time, we would have stayed and done rides. But when you're kind of like on a time thing
you're
too,
you're
because
on
we
a-
were like we want to get back before the
Yeah,
traffic
because
gets
like
insane.
you and I were just like zipping from ride to ride, like
Yeah, we had a
nobody's
strategy.
business.
Yeah.
I asked if he did Hyperspace Mountain. Doesn't like it.
Well,
You
no,
never-
I
you never
did
went on
Space
it.
Mountain when I was a kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now it's a Star Wars version.
No, I understand that, but
Not,
I didn't
not,
like
not
Space
at Disney
Mountain.
World
like,
though. Disney World's not the. It's still the original Space Mountain at Disney
yeah.
World, but
Yeah.
not. But
no, I did
Disneyland
it at Disney
changed.
World. I know,
Okay.
I know. But
Okay, but like
it's the same ride. It's roller coaster, right?
yes,
Yeah.
but it's
But
Star Wars.
I
themed.
understand.
Yeah.
There are certain parts where like you dip and like there's like a TIE fighter charging in at you. That was
Well, that's
fucking
why I didn't
awesome.
like Space Mountain because I thought my head was getting knocked off.
Even when it's Star Wars.
But I'd go do it. But every ride was like 45 to an hour and 40-minute wait too.
What time in the morning did you guys get there?
Well, we went there for 9, like when it opens. The park
We
opens.
got there around 9, but the Falcon was already at 35.
But you
minutes
guys,
by that time.
when did you guys go?
October.
Yes, it was probably dead, right?
No, it wasn't because
It
it
was
was close
fairly
to
busy.
it was close to Halloween.
Because we had to take a trolley. So we took an hour to park. Then it took 40 minutes to get into a trolley
Yeah.
to get to the park.
See-
and then from the park,
Holy
we had waited in line for 30 minutes. So like it's like 2 hours right there. So by the time we actually got into the park, it was close to 11.
yeah, that's
So like when you
understandable.
have,
We didn't
that's
much
why
time.
you don't have time. Like I'm not waiting 45
All
minutes
right.
for a fucking.
Okay,
ride.
so like from now on, whenever we go to Disneyland, we're just taking a fucking Uber. then.
Well, if
Sylvan,
you're
do you
going to
like Disney.
Yeah.
if you're going
I've
to
just never been.
if you're going to Disneyland, you got to do it like just go to Anaheim and stay in Anaheim, but the hotel either on the resort or just right beside it.
Oh
And that's all
god, the
you gotta do.
resort. That's like $300 a night.
Yeah, but then that includes your fare, right? Like for the park entrance.
No.
Nope. That's
Well, you
just-
get it. You would have to get.
no,
some, but-
you get a deal, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
You
Yeah,
must get a
because
fucking great
I'm
deal.
going to Disney World in September with my parents.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be us three that go because my parents
but
are
we're-
Disney fanatics, eh?
Yeah, but are they staying on the resort?
They are,
Oh.
but my mom didn't book through Disney. She booked through like a broker.
Oh, that's
type-
probably
type
why
deal,
too.
because it's
Yeah.
just so expensive.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, which is bullshit, is that they fuck you over because I didn't know this, but California Adventure's got the Marvel stuff in it,
Yep.
and we didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't have the park hopper pass.
Yeah, so we didn't get the park hopper pass. So
They really
Whatever.
didn't have that much Marvel in there though.
Well, I mean, they were still building it. I didn't know.
They have
Still-
they the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
They have Guardians of the Galaxy,
because
and
that's
then,
the Tower of Terror is not the Guardians of the
yeah,
Galaxy.
and they were building that Avengers Academy or Stark.
That being said, though, it still sucks because we thought like we'd see Marvel stuff, but other than that, when we went to Universal, we did every ride though, pretty much. We just missed the Simpsons one. But
Universal was the only place that would sell us beer.
yeah, that's the only place they don't
Yeah,
have
we
it in
did- we did buy
Disneyland.
beer. Did I? No, they do. At
California
California
Foreign
Adventures, they did.
Oh,
So what
California
happened?
Adventure.
I don't know if I told the story, but I think on the podcast we did. So I go to this like truck. It's like a craft brewer truck, right?
Yep.
And I say, hey, can I get a pint of like your Pilsner? So she fills it up, gives it to me. She's like, oh, can I see your ID? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I give her my ID. She's like, oh, I need a passport.
What?
And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I need a passport. Anyone who's not a U.S. resident needs to show a passport if they want to get a beer. I'm like, okay, but you already poured the beer. You're just gonna dump it now. She's like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, shit.
Well, normally they just scan the back of your card.
No, and then we went to go get food from some other place, and I asked the girl when I was getting food, I'm like, hey, so if I ordered a beer, would you ask me if I need my passport to show my passport? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, you know how stupid that is? I said in a Canadian passport, it says specifically in there, keep this in a safe place, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I know it's not an ideal thing, but she said it's because it's for people with non-English ID. But you can't discriminate against people who are Russian and
Arabic
from
and
Arab,
Chinese.
Persian, Chinese. So everyone who's not a U.S. resident has to show a passport.
See, what they did at Universal's, they just took the back of my card and they have the barcode, so they just scan the barcode.
Did they ID us?
No,
No, they didn't ID us.
Yeah.
we just walked in.
But-
We're like, yeah, I'll take a pint of Duff.
Yeah,
And they're like, cool.
Universal was sweet. Like that was awesome. We did pretty much every ride. It was dead season there, so we got in every ride within 5 minutes. And then
Universal was fun?
The one that picks you thing, they picked my girlfriend's sister.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool.
What was it? I think the most fun I had in Universal was that Halloween maze that we did at the
End, the
at the end.
horror nights.
The
Yeah.
best thing was meeting Megatron and Optimus Prime because they're hilarious.
They were pretty.
Megatron's hilarious, man. Like me and Ashley went and got a picture, and he goes, "What's in your purse?" Probably regret. and then I go, and then went, and then before that he was like, "What are you two together for?" And then Ashley went, "We're dating," and like really like we're dating. And then he goes, "Oh, that's a shame." And then I was like, "Well, the Allspark's in her purse." "Oh, the Allspark! It's too big. There's no way it would fit there, you sassy mother." Like he didn't say that, but he's like, "You sassy bastard." And I go, "Well, I saw it beat you in the movie last night." "Oh, a movie? Why don't you go sit on the couch and eat more popcorn?" It was so awesome. He was so funny. The guy who's acting, he was so good. And then he was the same guy clearly for Megatron because he was so witty and like quick to he was awesome.
But I mean, if you play the character every day,
Yeah,
you're gonna get pretty good.
and it
at
was just cool to see that. That was that was just so much fun.
We
That's
didn't
funny.
do a whole lot of character meets. We
Just
met
the
I think the
Chewie.
best ride was the Harry Potter ride.
Chewbacca. Yeah, the Harry Potter one was
Yeah.
He saw Kylo Ren because I saw your Snapchats and
Yeah.
you talked about it. He saw like
Yeah,
Kylo
because it
Ren
was the Rise of the Resistance
because
stuff.
we didn't see that.
No,
Dude, I saw Kylo Ren as soon as I got in there.
That's so sick.
That's why I was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
But I saw this video
and I saw
of,
Rey.
of these stormtroopers walking by, and then Kylo Ren was behind them. There's this guy who had a lightsaber, so he ignited it, and then because he wanted to fight Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
and Kylo Ren just kind of walked away, and then a stormtrooper comes up to him and says, "All the Jedi are dead. Even if you were the last Jedi, or no, if there was one last Jedi, it's not you."
you can see see
Yeah.
in the clip. The guy is so defeated. He
Have
just
you
goes,
seen this?
"Oh,
You
yeah,
seen it?
yeah."
Oh, okay, yeah.
He just
yeah.
stares down at the
Oh,
ground like,
it's so
"Oh."
funny. You have to be so. I always thought because we saw the stormtroopers and the voices are like super accurate, so I almost thought like, wow, like either that's a really good like voice modulator, or that's just like a button they push with a response and it just belts out a sound. But that after that, I was like, okay, no, that's actually someone talking.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
But
love one of those.
I like both of them. Like they're both awesome. I think Universal it's a lot more fun for the rides. I think and
Dude, he didn't get. Sorry to interrupt you. He didn't get to go on that Hollywood ride, like the back
we didn't
lot
have
tour.
we didn't have
Back
time to
lot?
go on the tour.
Oh.
We missed the last one, but I wanted to see it though. But there's always next time. I'm not worried about it. It's so small there compared to like they're both so small compared to like World and stuff.
Oh yeah, because that's
and
where
then
it's-
everything's bigger in Florida anyway.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what that's because when Jason and I went to Universal, I was like, oh, this is a lot smaller than Florida. I wasn't expecting.
And I'm
it.
so stupid. I got caught into like because they have surveyors that like when you're leaving. I got caught into doing a survey,
Oh man,
but I thought I was gonna get something out of it, like like some kind of discount or something or whatever.
No, you get nothing.
Nothing.
At least you didn't get caught into a timeshare.
Yeah, thank God.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, but those were the trips. Lots of money spent.
He almost bought one of those Simpsons donuts.
I almost
God.
did. It was too big. I couldn't do it.
That thing, Sylvan, is like what, like 8 inches in diameter.
It's like
Oh, like,
it's like a personal pan
3
pizza.
inches
Gotcha.
tall. It's
Yeah.
it's like when you go to Denny's and get like the big ass stacks of flapjacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that size, but it's a donut, and it is absolutely covered in icing and the pink sprinkle. Yeah, like the
It
pink
should,
icing.
it
and-
should have a label that says, "Hey, how do you like your insulin sensitivity?"
Yeah, it looks
And,
so
like,
good though.
We were walking around and like these parents were just letting their kids just mow down on a single one each, and we're like, that kid's not going to sleep.
Oh
ever.
yeah, it was like 9:30 because we left around
Like
that
PM?
time.
Yeah, it was at
some
night.
It was
kids just
open then?
Going to town
Because
on this
it
donut.
closes at 6 when we went.
we for the Halloween nights.
Oh, Halloween nights.
Horror nights. That goes to like 1 or I didn't know it went to 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, no,
we left
we-
at like 9.
We left at 9 because we're like, oh, we're tired. You know, we
Been
didn't.
there
We
since
did.
for 9 or
If
something.
you live in California, I can totally see why you'd want to buy that yearly pass because
Oh, yeah, it's worth it.
It's just like you walk around, you're getting a bunch of exercise, you get to experience everything, take your time.
Oh, dude, I would take my dates there.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I'd be
yeah,
like,
like
first date
it's just a
if I
lot of
ever-
fun.
well, yeah,
Oh, it is awesome going there, man.
Oh, yeah,
It's so much fun.
100%.
Yeah, like I can see why people buy the yearly pass. Like it was the funnest part of the trip, like going to those places. And then we got to go on the Hollywood Hills tour. That was really cool. crazy stats. Like this guy was saying that the homelessness went up in 1 year 72% there. The amount of homelessness people that were living in LA, like Los Angeles itself, and then he was going about the fires that happened last year, and Malibu, how Malibu got kind of destroyed by the fire, and only by a saving grace, the gust of wind changed the direction of the fire because Beverly Hills was going to get destroyed, and it's so dry there that's the problem. Like nothing can stop it, and he was saying that so many fire insurances places went out of business that they won't do fire insurance on houses in Beverly Hills anymore.
That sucks.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, they all went up bankrupt because
Yeah,
they
they
lost all
had
the
to pay
money.
out.
Yeah.
They had
And
to pay for
especially in
everything.
Beverly Hills, like
Yeah.
everything is so expensive.
And there was one portion, like at the very, like I guess John Stamos, his house like on the very top there, and he's got his own like water reserve, like it's a giant fucking, like whatever it's called, like I don't know,
reservoir.
your reservoir. Yeah, that's it. He bought the old Disney sign off eBay. They were selling the letters of each like thing separately, so he bought it for the D for $30,000, and he plopped it right in front of his water reserve, and it's there when you drive up the hills. He just brags about it.
That's such a weird thing to brag about.
I know, it's so weird. I don't know, but
Does
he has
John
all
Stamos
of them.
have $30,000 to spend on a?
Yeah,
he
apparently.
does.
He's got a freaking huge house. I can tell you that.
He's probably still making a. Actually, I don't know if Full House is still.
He wasn't on that last reboot of it?
No, he showed up every
Yeah, but
now
he
and
probably
then.
gets royalties and all that.
Yeah, but
stuff.
I'm saying Full House isn't on
he-
syndication anymore.
It's not Seinfeld.
No.
where every
But I wonder.
Seinfeld or Friends?
Do you think they get a
Jesus
cut
Christ.
off like on Netflix or anything like that?
Oh yeah, they do.
Like
Probably,
Friends,
yeah.
like the people from Friends must pay a lot.
I think Netflix paid didn't they pay I want to say, this might be wrong, like $200 million?
They spent $100 million to keep it for a year. It's gone now though.
Yeah.
What?
In the States, not in Canada yet.
Oh.
Yeah, they're phasing it.
Well,
out.
wait, what do I care?
Yeah, I don't watch Friends. I don't care about Friends.
Fuck that show. I
Okay.
hate that show.
All right, so all I'm getting from this is that we need to do an entertaining, stupid vacation. We're all going down
Oh
to Disneyland.
my god, that's such a good title.
Let's go to
for it,
Disney
too.
World.
You
Damn
guys
it.
seem pretty
California,
good with getting shit together and saying, hey, let's go somewhere.
Going
And
to-
it's like, let's do it.
Going to Florida and going to California, I'd prefer to go to Florida over California.
Florida that'd be cool.
The only thing is Florida gets wicked storms.
You just don't go when they have
Wi-
storms.
Yeah.
Wicked storms or wildfires? Which one do you want?
I'd
Pick your
rather have the
poison.
wicked storm, I think.
Homeless people or Florida man?
I'll take a Florida man.
You know what? You know what I
Pick
will
yours.
say though, California. There's a lot of hot fucking moms out there.
Oh, I was gonna just say hot girls when you went to moms, and I was like, oh, I guess.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, like just when like we were just walking around Disneyland and Universal Studios, man. Ooh, that was.
I was gonna say women in general, but you know.
Well, yeah, but I mean they're pushing a stroller around. So I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
You're just like, oh god damn
Hey, lady, does your kid need a stepdad?
You always just pay $250 and shit in a midget's
Shit in a
mouth,
midget's
guys.
mouth.
Oh no.
I mean,
I imagine someone's like, I've been waiting for my whole life for someone to say that to me.
yeah.
I've seen it. So
You
that's
have
why
led a horrifying
That's
life.
why getting someone shit in a midget's mouth ain't that bad.
I'd still say that's worse.
It is. It's very degrading, and I'd probably puke, and I'd probably like, why the fuck did I watch?
I mean, I watched midget wrestling, and that was funny.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that
I
was
did
here.
watch that. We
was
watched
here
that in
Saskatoon.
Edmonton.
Yeah, we were at
Yeah,
the
but-
Sonic Boom
Yeah,
Festival.
Sonic
Oh,
Boom.
in
We saw
Edmonton.
Lincoln Park.
It was in the in
for
the beer
entertainment.
garden.
The beer gardens, they had midget wrestling.
Is that like politically correct now?
They were there.
They
They were
call
there. They got
themselves-
paid, man. They got
They
paid.
call themselves that.
Oh, I
yeah.
don't care. I'm just wondering. Like, there's got to be someone who's
Dude,
I
offended
mean,
by
if
it.
I said it, probably not. but-
Connor invited
They
us
could
to
say
go
it.
for midget mud wrestling. Like to
Where?
go watch midget mud wrestling.
Saskatoon.
Yeah, it was in Saskatoon.
Oh, I
I said I was
I
down.
can't imagine the crowd that would be that would show up. To
But
that.
they're entertainers too. Like I mean, I hope they get paid well for it.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if you tried to get a midget stripper down in Vegas, it's gonna cost you extra. It's not gonna cost you half.
Yeah. Well, it's true. It's true.
I would actually ask for a discount. I would be
true.
But there's only half of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These they measure strippers by kg. By weight. All the big ones be out of work 'cause they're too expensive. Unless you're the guy.
I mean, someone's willing to pay that price,
I'm
right?
not. I'm good.
I mean, average Joe Schmo probably won't, but I mean,
oh, there's a shirt you can wear through them all. No fat chick. if you have like women workers, let's just say, what are you laughing at?
No, I was just thinking of something I did, like something stupid.
Oh, what did you do? Tell me.
Well, because you're saying he, like sometimes I just say the word man, like thanks man. You know, I say it all the time, like
Bro,
with the guys I
man,
work with,
guy.
or even like my colleagues. And my boss called me, and I was like talking to him, and at the end I'm like, oh yeah, thanks man, thanks for your help. And I hung up. Like, oh fuck, why did I do that?
Your boss is a woman? A woman?
No, he's a man, but I said thanks man. Like you shouldn't even say that to like your boss.
Oh, I say that.
Yeah, but my boss is about like close to, I'd say he's mid-50s, a little
He
older.
probably doesn't care. He probably
I
doesn't
just
care.
thought it was like, I'm like
He
shit.
didn't say like, oh, thanks, bitch.
Yeah, like you're not in like.
It's not like thanks, I love you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I thought about this a lot. It's like, because you know how in today's like PC culture, they talk about calling women guys. You know, I say, oh, thanks, guys. Or how you guys doing? Right?
Mhm.
You get mad about that?
Yeah.
I feel it's so weird. Say if I see a bunch of girls and I say, how you ladies doing? I feel like creepier.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I don't
like,
even-
think about it this way,
Like how you girls doing? I feel creepier.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like-
I don't even remember for the national anthem. I always say "Thy Son's Command." I always forget what it's "Thy" what.
that changed? Nobody cares.
I don't,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
I
like-
always.
It's
I
like-
just,
yeah.
I just honestly, I
It is
stand there with
changed.
my heart, the hand over the heart, and just pretend I know the words.
Yeah.
I know like the whole thing, but I just can't remember "Thy People's Command" or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares? Trudeau's a fuck.
Well, now we can get arrested if
Well-
we don't identify the person as what they identify as.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, yeah, it's a criminal thing.
I thought Jordan Peterson kind of knocked that out of the park and said, "Don't do that."
Yeah, it's stupid, but I think it's.
I thought
like
I
a-
never got. Did it get passed?
I
have
have no
no
fucking
idea.
clue.
Well, from what I can recall.
See, this
yeah.
thing. If I would get nervous, like if I had to hire someone who
Prefer to
preferred
be
called like
they.
but I'm not used to that. So
See, I think where the distinction is if you're doing it deliberately when they have told you their preferred pronoun.
Yeah.
Then it becomes more of
Oh, no,
a problem.
we're
I
Whereas,
think
like,
wouldn't that be considered like I don't think it's a hate crime, but
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
a weird
compelled
term.
speech, and I don't like it. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, sure, I'll call you that, but like to have legal
Okay,
repercussions.
but you gotta like you can only go so far with that. Like I think I'm cool with like Zim or Zer or they. But when you're like, I identify as a squirrel and you're a person,
Nobody
I am
says
not
that.
calling you a fucking squirrel. There is people out
no,
there, man.
honestly,
Squirrel girl.
There is.
There are these things,
up
Christian, called furries.
Okay,
alright?
but yeah,
There's some
no.
stupid people out there.
Okay, I want to go back to Christian's thought process of like, you know, guys and ladies, sort of thinking like it is creepy when it's just, you know, hey ladies, right? Because like if you think about it, if you prop the word ladies behind anything you say, it makes it sound a whole
They
lot
made
creepier.
fun of that in Grown Ups. Remember the guy who's from Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan.
Hey, ladies! It's like, oh, it's so creepy.
It's like yeah, you're just sitting there. It's like, what you drinking, ladies?
Yeah.
Sounds a bit creepier.
Yeah.
What you drinking,
Oh,
guys?
okay, no, I'm talking about just like in a normal environment, not like where you're trying to pick up anybody.
Oh no, I just like like when you're just like talking to someone, like
they
if
do
you
that-
just throw in like
yeah.
ladies at the end of it, it just makes it sound creepy.
But don't they do that in French too, or like those where there's masculine and feminine? Like,
Everything is
like
masculine
if
and
like if there's a bunch of dudes, it's the masculine. If there's a bunch of women, it's masculine. Or it's feminine. But if there's like a bunch of women and there's like one dude, then it's masculine or something like that. I think Spanish is like that.
I can't remember off the top of my head if that's the way it works. Personally, I would just go with majority rules. If it's majority
Ladies.
like women, I would use the L instead of il.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really matters. And that really only matters when you're referring to like that group of people in like you're not talking to them, you're talking about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole French having I don't like the languages that like
I think
inanimate
French is
objects
masculine.
have a gender, like that doesn't make it like that chair it's a girl chair.
Yeah.
It's
got a
actually-
vagina.
It's la chaise, like
Yeah.
that's a girl chair.
No, yeah.
It's got a candle. It smells like it's a vagina.
Oh god,
When
fucking
vaginas even
goop.
Yeah, no, we talked about that last week. Gwyneth Paltrow apparently is selling a candle that smells like a vagina.
How do you
Minty freshness.
What? How do you do that?
She's fucked up in the head.
I would have.
Is
I
she
would.
really
trial
though, or
and
is she starting something that everyone's gonna catch on?
Okay, this is not real. I don't believe you.
She honestly did.
Show me, please.
She sold out right away too.
A candle that smells. Wait, you can make it smell like strawberries, and then someone gets in the mail like this smells like strawberries. Like, yeah, it smells like my vagina. It's like, really?
I
don't
don't
think
straight off the website. This candle
This
smells
smells like my vagina candle.
I don't think there's anything wrong with selling the candle. It's more the person who would want to buy the candle.
But how much is it?
it was like $85.
No.
See, it's sort of like
Wait, nobody knows what her vagina smells like except
But
for the
you-
lead
I
singer of
That,
Coldplay.
okay, that's gotta be a troll job. There's no way.
I mean,
Can you actually buy it?
Yes.
Do you guys want to chip in?
Yeah, we get this package,
but
we wait like
seriously.
6 weeks, and we smell it and go, oh, all right.
I'm
This
just
could be some great content, guys.
I don't know, it smells like
I
cardboard.
think we need to. Smells like raw sewage. I was.
Oh, we just
I
smell
was,
it? Oh, Jesus.
I was swimming in raw sewage. I love it.
I DM her on Instagram, hey, Gwyneth, I bought your candle. You need to go see a doctor. It smells like you got a
quit
candida
putting rocks
issue.
in your vagina.
I could
making it smell weird.
I could ferment a batch of cider with what's coming out of your vagina.
Man, that was a good movie when I think about it. Have you guys ever seen Naked Gun?
Yeah, that series was fantastic.
Yeah, I just
Who
love that.
hasn't seen Naked
Oh,
Gun?
it smells so bad in here. That was me. I was swimming in raw sewage. Oh, I love it.
Like a midget at a urinal, I was gonna have to stay on my toes. Like a blind man at an orgy, I was gonna have to feel my way around.
Is that from that shit? Oh, that guy's from Saskatchewan, hey?
Leslie Nielsen. Yeah, he was awesome, man.
Was from Saskatchewan. That's so funny. Sorry for that smell. Swimming in raw sewage.
No, he goes like this. He's like so confident. He's like, that was me. I was swimming in raw sewage. I love it.
I miss movies like that, like Naked Gun,
Oh,
Airplane.
Police
Airplane.
Academy,
Airplane
yeah.
was good. Spy Hard was awesome.
Yeah.
Even Wrongfully Accused. That was another one.
Oh my. Okay, there's actually this. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's called Loaded Weapon 2. It stars Samuel Jackson and Emilio Estevez, and it's a spoof off of
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Really?
Oh,
But there's no Loaded Weapon 1. I don't think. I think it's called just Loaded Weapon 2, and it is the most ridiculous thing. There's a whole scene of Samuel Jackson having a seizure, pretty much. Like he's trying to shoot somebody. Like his partner has a gun to his head, and his partner's like, "Just do it, just shoot him." And then Samuel Jackson can't decide. He starts like convulsing and stuff
Holy
like that,
shit.
and he starts going into a flashback. And just seeing Samuel Jackson doing that is enough to watch that fucking movie.
You know what movie I just watched the other day,
What?
and it's nominated for a bunch of Academy Awards. A Marriage Story.
Oh yeah,
That movie's incredible.
I haven't
Holy
watched it.
shit! It's like a super depressing story. Like it's not. It's like a.
It's pretty depressing. I heard. My parents
It's
told
not
me.
like it's depressing, but also like really good because they're trying to work it out, even though they're getting a divorce. Like they're not trying to hate on each other, and they still care about each other. And they're trying to make it the best, thing for their kid. But the acting is what really takes it away. Like the acting is awesome.
I bet it is.
It's probably the best acting I don't know if I've ever seen better acting. I'm not trying to be a
Oh no, of course.
Like,
they're
it's
both.
really- and they're both- yeah.
They're both nominated.
like.
right?
I think Adam Driver should win. But I haven't seen the Joker, so I can't speak. I have to see what
You
came.
haven't seen the Joker
I
yet?
haven't seen the Joker
Dude,
yet.
it's on YouTube.
I know, but I know
That's
it's
like-
rented.
that's like
But I
what
just
can
I
think
just
of.
thought I was like, oh, I'll watch Marriage Story, and then I watched it, and it was it was so good.
On another note, what I just thought of. I know you don't really like Star Wars. So
No, I like
you like Star Wars?
I just don't-
Kenobi got pushed back.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I thought their film
Fucking
crew, whatever,
Kathleen
was
Kennedy.
told to go.
No, they didn't like the script.
Oh.
No, Kathleen Kennedy didn't like the script.
Maybe that's probably the
That's
case.
what- that's what I
but then
read.
Ian McGregor, I saw. Did you see his quote that he?
Yeah, he said it'd be fine. It's just they're pushing it back.
He
to
said now that
January.
episode 9 is out of the way that they have some free time, so
Yeah,
they're gonna try and redo it. And I was like, oh, I was like hoping because they saw my script.
I was actually reading
and
a
they
video.
They saw my
where
concept.
Disney like really fucked over J.J. Abrams on
Did they?
episode 9. Yeah, like he had a lot more stuff he wanted to do, and they cut a lot of it out.
The fact that it had to go Abrams, Russ, and then back to Abrams.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan
Ryan Johnson,
sorry.
and then it was supposed to be Colin Trevorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now there's a whole like, you know how with Justice League there was going to be the whole Schneider cut.
yeah.
Yeah. they're trying to get a
but now
JJ
they're
cut.
trying to get a
That's
a
what-
JJ
that's-
or even Colin Trevorrow. His script has got leaked.
It already did get leaked.
It
Yeah.
leaked, so
There's
Okay.
some-
Yeah, because like
I haven't read it. But
yeah, it looked pretty cool. Like what they had. Like there were some of those.
did you read the leaks from the Trevorrow?
I didn't read the leaks, but I was looking at the pictures. Like what are those called? Like those scenes, like
Storyboards?
storyboards. Yeah, they had storyboards for it. He had those done.
What
It
was
looked
in it?
pretty
I
cool.
didn't see it.
Like Rey kind of training with Luke, and she has a double lightsaber, like a double blade lightsaber. And then Kylo Ren actually, I think it's some dark force that's higher. It's not Palpatine, but it's like higher than Snoke,
Okay.
and he's like an ancient like dark force user, and he like makes Kylo have a vision, and he's fighting Darth Vader in the vision. Yeah, it'd be cool.
I really hope it's like
And then Rey
like
fights like a
Malik.
giant monster, like a Rancor, with her double edge lightsaber, and then at the end it's just him and her and Kylo fighting, and she's got a double edged lightsaber. It looks fucking cool.
Okay.
That looks.
It looks
that
sweet.
Sounds really
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. So
I
that
know-
was just the storyboard, and then like I think it was gonna be completely different. And Leia like was like giving the chip, like, so they did have some of the stuff like kind of referencing it. And Rey was in all black, just like in the Return of the Jedi. Luke is all black. Like, yeah, she was completely black. Yeah.
Cool.
And then she had like they had Leia with BB-8, and she was gonna give something to BB-8, just like R2. It was looked cool.
that's
I know Sylvan hasn't seen episode 9 yet. Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Baby
I'm
Yoda.
pretty sure you two guys
Praise
saw
me.
The Mandalorian. How
Yeah.
that show I think is what I liked. What I really liked about Star Wars, being able to tell a story without Jedis and all the bullshit that Jedis bring in.
Well, the cool part about Star Wars is that there's so many interesting people, and you're like, who the fuck is that? Like Boba Fett like took on the thing of his own. Like you're like, who the fuck is Boba Fett? And he had like one line in the entire 3 movies.
I
Like-
think he had 6 minutes of
Yeah,
screen time across
yeah.
all
And he
three.
But
dies.
everyone loved him like the most. They're
Yeah.
like, he's my favorite character, or
because
this
he
or that.
looked so
Yeah,
cool.
he looked cool.
Yeah.
And then like people love Vader because he looked cool, right? And
I'm just kind of, storytelling wise, a little bit sick and tired of just
No.
Jedi's pulling
This
magic
is
out
my,
of their asses.
This is my thing. I don't think that it's the Jedi stuff that's boring. I think it's that it's the Skywalker saga for so long. It's 9 movies of the same family and the same saga. If it was like, say for example, the Old Republic, you'd be like, oh, this is fucking cool because it's just like a bunch of Sith and a bunch of Jedi fighting each other.
Yeah.
Or if it's Obi-Wan and Anakin doing something completely different, like that's not connected to him being Darth Vader. It's just like another episode of Obi-Wan
So like the
and
animated
Anakin.
Clone Wars.
Which is
Yeah.
coming out.
And that looks
better,
fucking
yeah.
sweet
February
too, man. The
21st?
trailer looked
Yeah,
awesome.
The trailer looks so good.
But
I'm so sad they're only doing 1 season. I was like,
So
fuck,
last
it's the
season.
final one, yeah.
because the Clone Wars were awesome, man.
Yeah, and like I just loved like Rogue One. I think
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
But like that's the thing. It's a Star Wars story, right? So that's what I love about it is that they developed that universe because they made those movies, and now they can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm pumped for Obi-Wan because he's my favorite Jedi. So I
I
want to see
mean,
what he does.
the fact that they got Ewan McGregor back.
Yeah, and that's huge too. And he's who I think of as Obi-Wan. I don't think of
Yeah.
Oh,
Alec
they
Guinness.
wouldn't recast.
No, but I mean like Alec Guinness. Like I don't think of Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan. I think of
Oh.
just Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, because that's.
But I
that's-
grew up with him being that too. But no, that's gonna be sweet. Mandalorian was awesome though. I really recommend it.
Yeah, there's rumors about an Old Republic
Movie,
series or
yeah, movie. I think they do. That'd be so sweet. I want it. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'd like them to do Darth Revan because he's
Yeah.
like the one who's conflicted with the dark and light.
He's I think he's technically canon. No,
He is canon.
So that makes Malik canon too.
I think not necessarily.
I thought
'cause I
everything.
thought-
I
'cause
thought
I mean, those
everything
two-
in
those
that
two-
game was canon.
No,
like
that's
those
legacy.
characters.
That's legacy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought because like Reverend and Malik fought in the Mandalorian Wars together. That
Yeah,
was the
but just
point of-
because.
yeah, they did. They burned that because that's going to be in the new Clone Wars, the Mandalorian Wars.
there
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
be
Or
it'll
no,
show
before.
the-
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. There's
Does it
another
show
one
the
after.
not the purge?
the shadow whatever on.
Well, you haven't seen the
Malachor
trailer
5?
yet for the Clone
I
Wars?
have.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
have.
like when Darth Maul is like talking to him at the start, they're on Mandalore,
Oh,
and then that's where Ahsoka is the whole time. That's why she was handshaking that Mandalorian.
because she's protecting the Mandalorians. from
Yeah,
Darth
again-
Maul.
Darth Maul becomes the head of the Mandalorian.
You know what I would like to see is the continuation of that Solo.
I
Solo.
thought that was good.
I liked Solo a lot.
I like Solo too.
I
people-
get.
People were just like, because I think it came out right after Last Jedi, right?
Yeah, like 6 months after.
Yeah, that's why. And everyone was bummed out with Last
And
Jedi.
like, I mean, I think we've talked about this, Christian, where they sort of had like 2 directors had like split ideas
Lord
about
Miller.
it all. Yeah,
I
and
love
and
Solo.
I get like they try to inject a bit of comedy in it, doing that whole sort of like buddy cop spiel thing. And it was fine in certain places, but I still think the movie was.
I liked it a lot.
I really liked the guy who was Han Solo too. I thought he was really well cast. I thought everyone they casted was really well done in Solo.
Alden Ehrenreich is his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's hilarious in Hail Caesar, man. He's so funny.
Oh yeah, as the cowboy.
Yeah.
What's the line that he tries to say?
Word that it were so simple.
Is that what he tries to say?
Because he goes like, my boy, word that it was so
When
simple. And he
Ralph, or what's his name?
goes, Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes
Yeah,
tries
he
to, like,
goes like, I want you to go say, would that it were so, and he goes, would that it were so simple. And then the final he goes, it's complicated. He can't say it.
Oh, that was a good movie too. I like how Jonah Hill was on the front of that, and his name was like in the top bill, and he has one scene.
One scene, and Scarlett
Barely
Johansson's got barely any scenes. And then the funniest part is, what's his name?
Channing Tatum,
Yeah,
with a dog.
and he just jumps into he's this Russian spy.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Have you guys seen that movie?
No.
Hail Caesar. Oh, it's fucking.
It's a
Coen
great
Brother.
movie.
It's a Coen Brother movie. So.
Okay.
I have to see the one they put on Netflix. I want to see that one.
The Buster Shrugs.
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
it's
it's just
pretty
a bunch of short stories. It's
I heard
weird.
it's good, though.
It's fucking weird. I watched like half of it, and it was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call that there for this episode.
Call it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun today. Yeah. I'm glad we're back at this. It
Feels good.
Yeah.
And you get some drinks, need some nachos. You guys down for that?
Yeah, totally.
You gonna go home, Sylvan?
Probably go home.
Yeah.
I was up early for work, so.
Oh, where are you working now?
Place called Versatile Concepts out in Vonda.
Cool.
How far is that?
It's like 45 minutes.
You
Oh,
like
that's not
commute every
bad.
day?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not bad though.
But it's nice. I don't have to go to Manitoba.
Don't have to
for,
go to a
like,
hotel,
Do you
man.
pay your gas at all? Oh, that kind of sucks.
It is what it is.
But so like you just always constantly doing work in Vonda then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's-
good.
It's
then.
like it's an indoor facility. Where
Oh,
I
sweet.
frame up prefab buildings.
Oh fuck yeah.
cool.
Like when
Good
we were
on ya.
minus 52 there, I was working at a t-shirt.
Those
Nice.
are good jobs too because you always got work on the go.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, and it's reliable, and they pay you your journeyman stuff.
Yep.
So
So
no, that's worth the commute, man. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Which direction is that?
southeast. It's like 10 minutes south of Aberdeen.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, so I know which way you're going. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna say goodbye now. All right.
Goodbye.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
So when you start that.